This is the pre-show show, not the show.
This is the pre-show.
Right. I must warn everyone now. My father tonight, who is, we'll go through that here in a bit. But my father bought us he bought us some Taco Bell for dinner. So
Ooh.
I reserve the right or the necessity to perhaps have to hit eject. If I have to hit eject, we'll pause and do things. But yes. Oh man.
Well, we could definitely try and keep this.
Yeah.
Within a time.
Well, yeah, we're fine with that. I'm cool. But yeah. Shoot, I did not realize that my father's shop vac. Yeah. Is coming
the
into
shop
that
vac
shop.
is in the shot.
The shop is in the shot.
The shop is in the shot, but it's green enough, but it's also black enough to.
Yeah. Give me a second to just see if I can get it out of the way. And yeah, we're streaming, but who cares? This is what we do. It's a new studio. Maybe that'll help. Look at that. Wow, we are some professional broadcasting pizza. But this is pre-show anyway. None of it counts. All right. So yeah. I'm putting on my headphones. If you're speaking, I am just completely oblivious at this point. All right. So
and then she said, "Hey man,
right?
That's my
nice
ear.
shot." And then she said, "Hey man, nice shot."
Yeah.
All right. Let me see here. All right, we're good there. I think we're doing pretty good. Welcome everybody, whoever's here.
Hello, if there is anybody.
Yeah,
if
I'll
there
say
isn't.
hello to the chat. Testing chat.
1, 2, 3.
And chat is going. Yeah, that's right. And it's in the Discord. So it's still alive. All right.
The live stream chat. Testing chat.
Testing from Discord. Let me try that.
Testing from Discord. Yep, there it is.
There it is. So you can also respond to chats and use your Discord to keep me honest. Because unfortunately, the way my studio is laid out right now, it's like I used to have it over here where the chat was at the right part of the screen. This is now an up and down monitor. So it doesn't make sense. So it's over here. So the chats are all the way like wicked right. So
yeah, I'm looking at my main monitor. My secondary is off to my left, so I can quickly look.
Cool. Keep me in the loop here. Welcome, guys. Everybody, welcome back. It's been a hot minute. Here you go, guys. Take a look at my bunker style base that's coming along, the bunker style studio. So, all right.
Oh my God, he's ready for the apocalypse.
Oh yeah, that's what I do, man. This is how we roll. Oh, I got to work on the lighting down here too. I wonder if I turn this on. Am I going to get washed out?
Yeah.
A little bit, but it does kind of pull things off the background.
I mean, that's how oh, come on, phone.
Maybe that helps. All right. That might give us a little bit.
I
hate the fractaling on green screen. That's the problem. Like, I hate the fractaling on the background. Like, I want to make it so look at you. I like that. What, you couldn't vacuum? No.
Look, that is a lot of cardboard, okay? It's a lot of cardboard is over there. There's a lot of cardboard on my desk. There's going to be a lot of cardboard coming in November. We'll talk about that later.
We'll
too.
definitely talk about that. Yeah, I would really want to. Oh,
because I also want to know your. I mean,
don't waste all of our stuff now, man.
Oh, don't worry.
We got a 30-minute, 60-minute show to do here, brother. No.
This card should be right there. Yes.
Hold on a second here. All right, let's see. I'm trying to find our. Oh, that's right. I'm not. It's so weird. I'm using Edge for work, so I'm not using it. But this might go through. It's weird that I'm using Edge for work now, and so every once in a while I go into Edge, but I don't use Edge on my personal machine. I'm still using.
Why is anyone using Edge to begin with?
We can go into that. It's just technically my company. Hey, all. Let me do this. We back. Before episode 1 of Lanterns.
Oh, let me
come see us. Hang out with episode 4.
Switching over.
I thought I had a service that was supposed to like whenever we go live, it's supposed to like automatically like put it into our socials. I might have to do a lot of that over again. All right, cool. Let me go through a quick here. I'm going to go to the Green Lantern Discord. There's a self promotion page.
We are going live.
Oh, heck yeah. Go throw it out on your socials. Are you, by the way, did you check the end? Are you still on Atomic Geekdom? Are you still podcasting anything?
I edited that stuff.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No, I want to change my text. You're a dick.
Well, that's not pleasant.
That's fine.
I know, I'm just kidding. Not on Earth 5. I got to put it on the general, right? Bo doesn't have a, self-promotion area.
I don't think so.
He should. I kind of want to take that Discord over since I have the server now, but I'm not.
Hey, guess what? What? Go right ahead.
You ain't been in that server in months. I know exactly how many people have been in that server.
I have I have paused these messages. You'll stop seeing messages about shit. Yes, fine. Go ahead. Do you want to send it directly to friends? No, I don't. Switch
Wait,
back.
OBS is letting me move things. Yay! All right, cool.
Oh, that was just supposed to be a story. Gosh, bless America.
Gosh. Why does gosh need to bless America? Shouldn't God bless it? No. Oh, wow, this really washes me out. Yeah, we're totally turning that off. There we go. I look like I'm not dead. Big fan of not being dead. All right, so let's go to the pre-show here. If you're ready, we'll come back and, this will be edited out for like the main video. But if you're ready,
yeah.
Are you ready for recording too?
I have Audacity up. I have it right over there. You just tell me when we're clicking.
Okay. Well, you know what? Forget it. We'll just count down here. Screw it. I'll just edit this stuff out. I don't have to put it on the pre-show. Then they can't hear nothing. So,
okay.
Okay. Yeah, let me get up. Let me pull up my recording software. I'm missing my fourth monitor on this computer now. It's official. Like, I forgot how much having a fourth monitor when broadcasting is kind of important. Well, it's not that. You want to know what it is? It's the whole, Kerwin's is dead. Is Kerwin's dead? No, that's interesting. It's the whole, up and down monitor.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
I tried doing a vertical monitor on the side, and I'm like, I can't.
So let me do this. Let me get so that my recording window is set up down here. I don't want it to be full screen, but I'd like it to go to the edge because that's the kind of guy I am. All right, I do that, and then I pull up my Google document because for the Google Doc, it's actually kind of nice to have because it's my up and down is a 32-inch. It's not wide, but it's a 32, so okay. It's like I got plenty of room for it. All right, there we go. We got it. Show notes.
I like it on my Facebook right now. It's we're live, and then right below that is the DC ad for the ring.
That's cool. Yeah, I love we'll talk about that too. All right, yeah, you know what?
And then right below that is Legacy of Nerd talking about lanterns. I wonder what my feed's about.
Oh, it didn't get shared to Lanterns TV Talk, for the 3 or 4 people following us out on Facebook. Okay. Well, we're ready to go.
Yep, okay.
All right.
Over the record button.
You are over the record button. I as well am over my record button. I am not,
okay.
But I will be. And I've got that weird thing. So I'm going to click mine, and then I will count it down, and then we'll go. All right?
Okay.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, click.
Click. All right.
All right, here we go.
Welcome to Lanterns TV Talk.
Greetings, salutations, and welcome to Lanterns TV Talk. I'm Will, and this is my awesome co-host. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
It's Kyle, and we're back. This is a regular podcast. Well, semi-regular, but we'll be regular for probably at least the next 9 weeks. It's a regular podcast showcasing and analyzing the upcoming, as in next Monday or Sunday,
Sunday.
Lanterns TV show from HBO Max, as well as taking a look at the mythos and stories surrounding DC Comics Green Lantern. So, without further ado, we're just going to head on over to Guy's Bar.
And now we go to Guy Gardner's Bar Warriors. Have a drink and pull up a chair.
Welcome to Warriors. Kyle, how the heck
Hi.
are you, man? What's going on with you?
I'm doing well. I am really excited to again talk about Lanterns, one of my favorite superheroes, and see what HBO
You had what?
Max Discovery. What?
I'm sorry. Go say what you just said again. I missed that last part.
Sorry. I mean, I'm really excited to talk about Lanterns and see what HBO Max and Warner Brothers Discovery do for
Or Warner Brothers, Netflix, Paramount, whatever the hell they're going to be.
Whatever.
What have you been up to the last year?
Well, let's see. There we go. Found that thing. I am still playing Magic. I am since then I have now started another cardboard obsession,
Oh,
and
dear.
that is the Gundam card game.
Okay.
I have 3 binders worth of cards right now. They just had their first anniversary set, so I bought my very first booster box for the card game.
Awesome.
And I am liking it more than Magic.
I can't blame you. You know, you and I, you know my
What?
feelings on Magic these
Yeah.
days.
But they just released the Hobbit set, and that's what I really wanted to get out of Magic when I first started. Was like Lord of the Rings and everything, and then later on this year, as you probably know, is the Star Trek set.
Yeah, and that's just it. Gosh, I don't feel. Every once in a while, I get an itch. Every once in a while, the itch comes in, and I'm like, oh man, I miss playing, and then Wizards reminds me, Hasbro reminds me why I got out, and Star Trek. That's kind of why. I'm glad I got out before Universes Beyond became a thing.
Yeah, that's a big contention. I mean, I have.
Oh, I know.
I have a pod now of Magic players that we play
Good.
semi regularly. I mean, schedules and everything.
Yeah.
And then I'm the one bringing in new people, and it's all my fault.
Hey man, I still own the Planestalkers domain. Anytime you're ready to take it on, I will gift it to you.
Oh shit! Maybe.
I mean, by
but yeah,
gift,
no,
I mean for a small lump sum or residual payments or something crazy. But
but I mean, I'm looking forward to the Star Trek set because they had a set Edge of Eternities, which was all
Right.
space, and I loved that set. So I'm like, I think even back then when it started, I'm like, oh, this could be like a Star Wars Star Trek set. Boom, Star Trek set.
It's frustrating for me because I think Magic can. But again, I'm also a white-haired man in his 50s who has been playing since literally year one.
Yeah.
I get I may not be the target audience, but I'm like, Magic is good enough. You don't need, and it's what I kind of said they were going to do years ago. Remember, I said, I get worried when Hasbro starts interfering. It's like how you get, Wizard of Oz Monopoly. Well, how soon do we get Wizard of Oz Magic? And now I feel like I was, prestidigitatus. So, well, that's cool. Anything else new and exciting? Like, obviously, if you're playing Magic, no new girl. So.
That hurts. You have no idea how much that hurts. But my friend was at San Diego Comic-Con. He did
Yeah.
the lanterns activation.
Okay.
He enjoyed it. He got the ring.
Yes, mine is in the mail. It'll be here like the end of October. I had to get to wait till the second.
Mine's going to be probably here the same time, and of course after when the show is all
Right.
done with the first season.
Yeah.
But
So I wear this one.
but he got me the Kilowog DC McFarland
I need
and
that one.
and the White Lantern Kyle.
Yeah, I need both of
So
those.
I'm just waiting for that in the mail. He said in like 2 weeks. So
That's awesome.
once I have them, I'll show them off.
Well, or even if you want to do a video and throw it up on the YouTube, I think you have the creds. Like, if you want to do an opening video, feel free. Go to town.
I do. Yeah.
So
yeah, and then okay. So how about you? I mean, that's everything about that. How about you?
what hasn't changed, man? Cheap. Pull back behind the curtain, guys. Yeah, obviously we were planning to do a lot more of these leading up to the show. My world changed shortly after our last step. We basically moved across town. It's not like a major move, but I moved out of my house. My wife and I now live with my mother-in-law, who, her husband passed away a year and a half ago. So we're here for my mother-in-law, and so we live in an RV in the back of her, and that's been interesting. Mm-hmm. Living in an RV in the winter is basically life on hard mode. So it was, you're keeping. I've never had to worry so much about what happens to my poo as I have now. Like, you don't understand the joy I get traveling as much as I have lately for work, that I'm like, I flushed the toilet and I don't care where it goes. Meanwhile, here I'm like, I was just having a conversation. Like, think we can last one more night before I got to empty the tanks? It's like, it's a discussion. So
you were at Scum and Villainy.
I was at Scum and Villainy
a few weeks ago.
I
was at Scum and Villainy for my second time earlier this year. I love that bar. I sang karaoke there. It was fantastic. And then later that week, I also went to Disney. Yeah. So
I had a blast. Thing. I sat talking to a dude, and if he's listening or catches this later, what up, brother? I was talking to a dude who was out in Hollywood. He's from Ottawa, so he's from East Coast Canada, which of course I immediately had fun with that because of course you know how I feel about Canadians, and unless you're a listener or watcher of the show, to which we love our Canadian brethren, but if you're not, you understand. So we were sitting there talking, and we ended up just talking movies for 3 or 4 hours, dude. They had a $20 deal on food and then $5 refills on the drinks. So I had a $50 stipend from work, and I had a great night. It was a great vibe. If you're ever in Hollywood, it's right off Hollywood Boulevard. I think it's on Hollywood Boulevard, actually. It's Scum and Villainy. Check it out. Yep. If you're a geek, it's your kind of place.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
They are opening up a second location in Burbank later this year.
Really?
Yes, they are.
That's good.
And my friends are in Burbank area, so the next time I'm out there, I should be visiting that area. Yep. Shoot, there was something I was just going to say. I didn't get to do the Warner Brothers lot tour.
Yeah, I haven't
this time around, but I definitely do want to.
I was out there for work, so it was it's cool. Like that's really what I've been doing this past year as well. And that's going to change how the show goes. I mean, we're going to keep the schedule the same because of the show, but the quality could definitely be different. Like in here, I'm in my studio. I've got my 3 monitors, my nice microphone, lighting and everything else. I have a MacBook Pro I bring on the road with me. If I'm traveling on a Monday night, guess what, guys? It's going to be hotel room and funness. So,
it might just be audio only.
Yeah. Or I don't mind turning a camera on in a hotel, but what have you. But yeah, I've been traveling. When I say traveling for work, I mean the entire month of July I was gone. Every week I went somewhere else. It was like either Connecticut or Maryland and obviously LA. They're talking this year, before the end of the year, I'll probably be in Oklahoma. There's talk of Oregon. going back home to Rochester for 3 or 4 of those onboardings. I travel quite a bit these days. In fact, next week, Monday, we will do the show Monday. I'm off Monday because I am having a procedure, which requires me to prepare Sunday. So do the math. And oh yeah. So I'm going to be sitting rather comfortably. And then, but I travel on Tuesday morning. I have to go right down to Maryland. So
Oof.
it's been interesting. Like, and the other big thing is that my old man, like my father who was living in Arizona, he moved back here. He's living with me actually in the RV. The 3 of us are out there. It's kind of cool. So I live on a property with my mother-in-law and my father. But my old man is cool. As I've said many times on this podcast, my old man is my hero. And so the fact that he's living with me, it's great. I got him addicted to Farming Simulator of all things. I may actually start streaming some of that because it is an interesting game and it is more fun when you got somebody to play with. So shout out to Bob Boyer because he, Bobby was into that too for a little while. So, but that's been pretty much it. Like I said, guys, we're going to be going on, when Lanterns goes on hiatus, we'll figure out what's what. We'll see where the numbers are. You want the show to keep going. You got to start telling your friends, man. Start getting people to look and watch. Get us some eyes. Get us some peeps. We're not going to try to monetize or anything crazy like that. But, if I'm going to take an hour or 2 or 3 or however long it takes to prep plus the show, we want to have, want to be doing it for something. Mm-hmm. So please, share the show with your friends, all that stuff. But I think that kind of wraps up our haps here. So what do you say we stop drinking at, Guy's Bar? I had to go get a mug root beer. And, might as well get into the mission briefing. So you cool with that?
I'm cool.
All right, here we go.
Now it's time for a mission briefing.
Okay, so here's where we talk about our main topic. However, the show has not premiered yet. So our mission briefing this week is going to be basically we're going to talk a little bit about all the news that's been happening with the Lanterns. It's obviously getting a lot of push from HBO Max and understand, guys, we say HBO Max. It will be on standard HBO. Somebody asked me that question today. It will be broadcast on HBO. I think it's Sundays at 9, which means it won't show up in HBO Max until 9 o'clock on Eastern time. I don't know. Okay, what do they do with that? Do they make it 9 o'clock Eastern, or is it 9 o'clock wherever you are?
No. It's 9 o'clock Eastern. So for me, it would be 8 p.m. Central.
Okay, cool. Because I never knew that. So let's kind of go through that here, Kyle. Like, take us through. We've all seen the trailers. There's been.
Yep.
I shouldn't say that. I've seen 3. I think I've seen.
There have been three trailers, 2 teasers.
Yeah.
1 main trailer.
Right. And the main trailer is where everything kind of, they spoiled it. So, by the way, if you're trying to go in unspoiled, guys, feel free to hit, past this chapter. I'll try to enable chapters in the pod because we are probably going to talk about what was in the trailer, which could potentially spoil the villain for you. I think there's more than the villain they're talking about, but we'll get in there. But why don't you tell us a little bit, Kyle, about what you've seen in the trailers? What do you think?
Sure. I've got the premise up real quick because it's been a while. Green Lanterns are intergalactic peacekeepers who wear rings that give them extraordinary powers. The series follows experienced Lantern Hal Jordan and new recruit John Stewart as they investigate a murder in Rushville, Nebraska, which Jordan believes is an extraterrestrial incident and leads them to darker mysteries and reckonings. So basically,
True Detective.
Green Lanterns meets True Detective, puts it all together, and I'm great with that.
You are. That's an interesting thought. Okay,
I'm great. I'm fantastic with that. The characterizations of Hal and John right now from the trailer very different than what I think we're all used to.
I don't think John. Now, and again, I'm coming from super old school classic. Like John Stewart pretty much appeared. I think he was created by Neil Adams and Denny O'Neil. Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams. Yeah, the Hard Traveling Heroes.
Yep.
So he was a creation of that. And really what it was they wanted to kind of shine a light on racism in America. First of all, if you haven't read Hard Traveling Heroes, it's Green Lantern, Green Arrow. Green Arrow basically got canceled. Green Lantern, so he came into the Green Lantern book and they kind of ran them both together for about 50 to 60 issues.
Mm-hmm.
It's not perfect. A lot of people are like, it's so amazing. No, it has issues. Not so much in the beginning. In the beginning, when it was Denny and Neil, they told some of the greatest storytelling as Green Lantern goes. And if you read those books, the version they're showing us of John Stewart is kind of that, a bit of a chip on his shoulder, kind of a renegade. He's got this whole thing about, the man puts me down, all this stuff that I see at least I think that's what they're kind of going for John now.
Okay.
So it's not the Justice League cartoon John Stewart. That if you're going to go into this thinking that, it's not going to be that. I think it's going to be a lot closer to that. Maybe not because he did. It was the 70s, so jive, muck, talking, the whole thing. That's not happening.
Yeah.
But I think as far as the attitude of, I'm an African American in an America that doesn't trust me, and I'm going to become a cop intergalactically, and they stereotypically don't like us. It's interesting. I kind of hope they kind of touch that, but I also kind of hope they don't shoehorn it in. I'm not anti-woke, anything like that. I'm anti hit me over the head with the frying pan woke. So, tell the story subtly. But yeah, Hal Jordan is just, I got problems. As far as what you said about, go ahead. No. As far as what you said about True Detective, let me take this one. And as far as what you said about True Detective, they're going to have to win me over on that. Green Lantern is cosmic. Green Lantern he's always worked best. Don't get me wrong, he's always worked best as part of Earth and part of the Justice League, but he deals with cosmic threats, and he deals with, and having him having a grounded, which is what they've been using, grounded. I'm not sure grounded is how you tell a good Green Lantern. So I don't know, but I'm not opposed. I'm just like, was this really the best one? Wouldn't, Rebels or Dark Star? Well, Dark Star would be even worse. But yeah, what were you going to say?
Well, having them based on Earth is fine for now. For for season 1, we are going to see intergalactic stuff happen in the first season. It's in the trailer.
He goes to Oa.
We're going to Oa. We're going to the science cells. Yeah. And Sinestro is an interesting one.
Yeah.
I like how he looks. I do
too.
And then we get, there was one of the teaser trailers where we got a picture of the suit in there. It caused a lot of discussion online about it. It's not green enough. Why is it brown? Which is why I'm wearing green and brown.
Yeah. Well done.
But later on in the San Diego Comic-Con trailer, we do get a ton of green in there. They understand. They just wanted to show us these characters first, and then get into the more superhero-ness of it.
And that's the scariest thing for me on this. Is that it's Green Lantern is not. It's fantastic. It's the everyman hero. And I get that. That's fine. And that's, if that was the way they were going with it, like anyone could get the ring. The alien shows up. Hey, you are without fear. Here you go. Do good. It doesn't work against yellow. See ya. You've been chosen. That whole thing. That's the one thing the Ryan Reynolds movie got right was, the idea that Green Lanterns aren't accidents. They're chosen.
Right.
Kyle Chandler's version of Hal is tough from the trailers. I think. I still have Parallax feelings. I still think they're going to do it. I think because they showed Sinestro, and it kind of shows Sinestro kind of picking at Hal in the trailer. He's like, "Do you think
Yeah.
you're really changing us?
You really
you really
think
you're
you really
changing
think
a substitute
he's your
replacement?"
he's your backup? And he's
Yeah.
like, no, he's my replacement.
Right. So Sinestro's kind of plinking at him.
Yeah.
And so I do get that impression of, oh crap, what the hell?
Mhm.
I don't want Sinestro Hal. I don't want him dead. Like, spoiler alert.
I don't want Hal dead either. Rumblings on the internet, and that's where it might be leading.
As in
But-
before episode 1 ends. And then they
yes.
tell a lot in flashback.
Yes, because this, from what I've heard, is that this series is going to go back and forth 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's going to be present day, which is why we see Guy, and back when Hal
Right.
goes, "I'm the only human on the lantern in the
Right.
Lantern's kid," because Guy's not a Lantern yet.
Right.
Makes a lot of sense.
It does. I still would have liked it. There was some talk at the death that happens, in the movie that they were investigating was Alan Scott. I loved that idea. I'm like,
I love that
"Oh."
idea.
I was like, please make it that. Now it sounds like it might actually be Hal's. And I'm like, I don't. And that would explain why he's wearing the ring and he has the lantern, meaning Jon Stewart. I struggle. Hal is a better character than a lot of people write him for. He really is. I really feel he is. And I think when they do things like that, that's a problem. So I don't know.
I read Grant Morrison's run on Green Lantern.
The Green Lantern, that's troublesome, but yeah, I get you.
I was bored.
I know
I was bored.
That wasn't Hal. That's Grant Morrison. Read Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns wrote Hal perfectly.
I love Jeff Johns' run. I have every single issue from Rebirth to New 52 issue 20 of Jeff Johns. He is my writer for Green Lantern. I understand that a lot of it changed going from hard traveling and everything. I get that. But Jeff Johns was the one that really put Hal in the spotlight in the modern era.
And then they kind of blew it. I mean, I forget who came in. It wasn't Vendetti. It might have been Vendetti. Vendetti came in afterwards, and he kind of mucked everything up. He just kept trying to do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
And then
Hal's not even the main Lantern in the Green Lantern series right now.
No,
Kyle
it's
is,
Kyle
which
again.
I'm fine.
Again, I'm okay.
I'm fine with Kyle. Kyle needs the limelight. Honestly, his suit. I hope they switch it back.
I miss. Yeah, like I
love.
I liked Kyle. I've always liked Kyle. I hated that Kyle came at the expense of Hal. Again, I grew up. The 90s was my big comic year. I was in my 20s. I was buying everything, and what they did to Hal and Emerald Toilet was ridiculous. I still, to this day, struggle. Yeah, you go ahead. But I struggle with it. I still really struggle with some of what they did to Kyle or with Hal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I loved Kyle Rayner as far as I love Jon Stewart. I think Jon Stewart, they should have brought him back. Is that the compendium?
That is the Kyle Rayner compendium, yes.
Nice.
This is, I mean, I also have the original Emerald, Twilight, New Dawn book that I will never give up. Because
I've got this Kyle ring still.
I want
30
that
years,
Kyle
man.
ring.
I have 30 years I've held on to this.
I tried to find a good one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these don't
don't last.
good.
I mean, even mine is chipped a little bit. It's not perfect. I would never sell it, but there are chips on the edges and stuff. I mean, because again, it's gone through I don't know how many moves, but it's one of my favorite rings. Like,
and honestly, I really love the new ring.
Oh yeah,
I love the gold that's in there because it's or yellow. And
I struggle. That's again where I'm like, oh, come on. I know we undid it, but jeepers, man.
but I mean, this could come at a point where, well, Sinestro is in the science cell because he tried to do a coup,
right?
Overthrow overthrow it.
Right.
So
the
that's why he's
Guardians.
in there. So he's not the yellow impurity is still probably in play.
I
They
don't think
don't
so.
know about the
I don't think they're going to use yellow impurity. I think it's too limiting. I think yellow, and they wouldn't have yellow on the ring. Like really, I don't think you
yeah.
can use the impurity. I think, and and they struggle with it. It's like they always have. It's like secret identity. Like the yellow impurity was in place to keep it from becoming too powerful. Like from a writing standpoint. Like originally it was wood, and they were like, "Well, that's stupid. What about the color yellow? Oh, sure, why not?" So I don't think they're going to use the impurity. I think they could keep Parallax in the battery, maybe.
Yeah.
But I just think that, I think killing Hal is a mistake. I do like that they revealed who the big bad is supposed to be. So, yeah.
That blew my mind for one because I am of the age to seeing the Justice League cartoon having spoilers, the Manhunters in
Yeah.
there, and then the Manhunters in like the Jeff Johns runs
Yeah.
of the comics. Did they always have the ability to shapeshift?
No. No, never. Actually, I don't think they ever have until recently.
This
Because originally.
so they're
go ahead.
doing Secret Invasion,
Yeah.
but in Lanterns.
Without Amelia Clark, thank goodness. But
Don't even get me started on that show.
But
Ugh.
here's the thing. I mean, for the history of the Manhunters, it goes all the way back to the Silver Age. Legit, I don't know if they're going to keep it, but in the books, the Manhunters were the first attempt by the Guardians to police the universe. They created these androids. They sent one to each sector. They didn't have the ring. They had a green gun that did the same thing and a power battery. And then basically what happened was they went ape crap nuts, revolted against the Guardians, became evil, and the Guardians decided to use living things. Later on, Jeff Johns added in that, Sector 666, they basically destroyed the entire sector, which is a great story, I think. I hope they keep that. So basically the Manhunters went nuts and destroyed the entire sector of 666, which is why Riot and the Red Lanterns existed. The Manhunters killed, I believe, Atrocitus' family. That made him rageful. It all worked. They used the Manhunters. DC has always used the Manhunters as kind of like a nebulous big bad, but that you don't really care, that you don't know that much about. Their biggest miniseries was 89 with Millennium. And you can't find it anywhere. It's never been reprinted. It's because it was a weird time in DC. But
Really?
basically, it was heavy on the Green Lantern Corps when they were Earth-based. It had to do with trying to create new Guardians, which is where that team came from. And what happened was there was a Manhunter agent, so they couldn't shapeshift, but they could wear a mask. They could, they had like flesh suits. They had an air suit, and from Man in Black.
Yeah.
And basically every book had a Manhunter. So in Wally West's case, it was his father. He wasn't a full agent, but they used him. In Green Lantern, it was Mr. Smith, who was this guy who showed up, a year and a half earlier. Outsiders, I think it was Dr. I forget what her name is, but they use her as kind of a bad guy now sometimes. So every book had one. And it was cool.
Their tagline is "Trust no one."
Yeah. So there was always one bad guy in each, Superman's, I think, was Lana Lang, but she was being controlled. Batman's, I forget who Batman's was. But yeah, it was all right. It was a good series. It's just they've never reprinted it, I think, because, again, it was a weird time of DC. You had the JLI. You had, Green Lantern Corps, not just Hal Jordan. It was a weird time. So, but I'm glad they're using the Manhunters. I'm cool with that. I don't think they're the only big bad, or I don't think they're the only bad guy we're going to see. Go ahead.
There's two people talking in the trailer. One is talking about the Manhunters, the bald guy,
right?
and then there is a woman talking to John about his place
Mhm.
in there. I think those are Guardians. They might just be using their willpower to
Oh, I hope
to
not.
be as human and show themselves not as the Guardians that we know.
I hope not. I really do. I think the Guardians. I don't think Green Lantern has worked without real, actual Guardians, like the comics.
Right.
I mean, like even the series now, the Guardians are still this kind of nebulous thing, and I think it's because new writers don't know what to do with them. They work from being we're in charge, we know what's best for the universe. The problem is everybody wants to take them and then make them bad.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like when you take Xavier and make him bad. I always have a problem with that with the X-Men. It's like, oh, let's take Charles Xavier and make him a dick. Great. Again? Thanks. And now we're going to spend 8 years trying to get back to school for gifted youngsters. You're going to hit the temporal reset button. And now he's in the wheelchair again, and he's to me, my X-Men, and we're all supposed to be happy. You need the Guardians because I think you need that authority figure to give the internal conflict of the core, like to have Hal going, what's the matter with you? And be trying to work within that system. I think when you take the Guardians out or now make them too human, it feels to me, and I think this may be the problem I'm going to have with the entire show, is that it feels to me they don't trust Green Lantern to carry a series. Is really what it feels like. They don't want to do Guardians. They don't want to do the core. They don't want to do space stories. They want to try to ground it in True Detective. But hey, we realize because of Zack Snyder, we absolutely need a Green Lantern to have around because he's too big a hero and he's a great tool from a writing standpoint. Having a guy who can make anything, it makes sense. But I don't think they trust that people are going to go along with, because it's high sci-fi. That's the problem. It's high sci-fi. It's high concept science fiction. It's not like Star Trek, which you can kind of get behind because it's utopia and it's still Earth-based. This is some pretty high concept science fiction, and they still in Hollywood, I think, don't know how to handle that. And they think that people are going to not get it and they're going to tune out. So let's make it True Detective. Let's make it a cop show. Let's keep what works and let's kind of downplay the Guardians. So you may be right that these guys showing up may be Guardians. Crap. Because again, all I can keep thinking is after Snow White, more little people don't get jobs. Because you know what? You get 6 or 7 little people to play the Guardians. Dress them, give them red robes and dye them blue or, CGI them blue. Hey, that's great.
Yeah. Again, this is just speculation.
Because I guess do we go to speculation?
This is because I think when this is all happening, it's set 10 years again before. And like Superman hasn't shown himself to the world at this point. We are still say 5 years away from that. So him having aliens around is not a normal thing, I think.
Right.
On Earth.
I don't know that they're going to do, because I've heard the 10-year thing, but I keep seeing images of John as a child. So I'm kind of like, is that the 10 years they're talking about? And is this kind of, are they doing like 10 years ago and also
what I
2
think
years
it is
a year ago and now?
I mean, they're gonna do like flashbacks to
Hal
John
having
as a child,
Laura
Hal
Linney
being like black hair
and
everything. He looks younger, like Friday Night Lights look. But that's just like flashbacks to that. But it's main story 10-year and then main story 10-year present, because John at one point doesn't have a goatee and then he does. The goatee is the current.
Right. I just don't know how. Because then, how do you explain Guy? Like, I think you write yourself into a corner. I mean, Kyle Chandler saying, I'm the only Green Lantern, blah blah blah. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
There's an effing squirrel, which again, I love that. Let it be Chip. I understand that badge is a thing, but I'm old school, man. Give me Chip. I want Chip. But I just, I hope. I don't know. It's rough. Unless they're going to tell the story 10 years ago and somehow you resurrect Hal at the end. I'm cool with that.
Because I also heard that Nathan Fillion didn't have any scenes with Kyle Chandler.
That's true, too. Right. And I hear they're giving him his Guy Gardner outfit, too. I heard something about that. So,
I hope, because I'm over the Lord Tech suit. I want more comic accurate suit.
Especially Guy. I want Guy to be Guy. I liked what they did in Superman. We talked about it last year. I loved it. It's holding up. It's been a year. The movie holds up. Mm-hmm. And as far as Green Lantern goes, he holds up. Yeah. But, and I love the fact they're going to let him say the F word because, it's an HBO show. But it's just, I got to tell you guys, I mean, we're going to do this show all the way through. I'm not going to be negative Nancy, but I want it to be amazingly great, and I want it to be good Green Lantern. I'm just worried it's not going to be what I hope. It might be something better. It really might. Like,
it could be.
At one point, I thought DS9 wouldn't work. I remember that, like when it first came out, and it turned out to be, So I'm not unopposed, but yeah, man, I want to see. Yeah, I want to see constructs. I want to see, I don't like that they don't glow, like when they fly, and that's been a thing in the trailers too. Like Kyle flies.
Well, I mean, Guy didn't have the aura around him.
I know, and I prefer the aura, and I realized that's something that I was missing in the last one. I was like, all right, he didn't have an aura, and then I was like, but maybe that's why I was kind of like it felt off, like
I get it. I mean, if they were if they go to space and we see them fly in space and they don't have the aura, then that's where I'll be like, that's where my science brain does not shut off.
And I mean, the aura was in place because comics, they want you to know he's flying. They want you to know he's doing something. The ring is always shiny, whatever. I get it. So, I mean, overall, I think, like I said, we'll see it Sunday night. We'll see more. I do think there'll be other Lantern villains. I definitely think we're going to see Black Hand. I definitely think that one guy is Black Hand.
I forget the actor's name, but you've seen him around. There was also a rumor of Atrocitus, but I'm like, it'd be too early for Atrocitus.
If they're gonna go Atrocitus, you got to go the whole. You got to do the whole damn thing. Then, if you're doing Atrocitus, you need to get me, Brother Saint Walker. You need to get, you're gonna need to get Larfleeze, which would be a great villain. Having Larfleeze show up, mine,
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do it, you got to do it. It's one thing with Sinestro. Sinestro was by himself for for 25 years. He was the only other ring bearer of a different color. Yep. So I'm fine with Sinestro. I think the minute you start entering red, then you got to bring the blues and you got to bring the Star Sapphire. You've got to bring everybody else in. Now you're doing the War of Light, which they should absolutely do. And you know what? If it has to be cartoon, fine. But there's a story you should be doing. I mean, you're doing Nightfall right now, and I'm all for it. I love that. Mm-hmm. I read the book back then. Yeah, absolutely. Give us the War of Light then. But I'd love to see it in real. Do it here. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to Monday. I think we're gonna be surprised. I think Kyle Chandler. I'm going to wait and see. I'm still kind of like on the fence about, but it might not be his fault. I think he would have been a great Hal, but was he written right? You know, that's the trick. I mean, is it just Hal Jordan in name only is, I guess, the question. Because, I mean, Hal Jordan, he's a harder character to do, too. He is, he's a, I am a lawful good hero type. And that's hard to play sometimes, especially in this culture. So, I don't know. Any last thoughts before we move on to the next? Or
No, I think that's all of our official slash rumored
our preview
news. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think. Please. We're going to talk about it here in a bit, but we'll give you our socials and stuff. Let us know your thoughts as well. Like, we're not perfect, and listen, not all of you are going to agree with me. In fact, most of you are not going to agree with me because I'm way too old school for my own good, and that's why I was smart to get somebody from the millennials to co-host the show with me. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and let's move on to the Book of Oa.
It's time to read the Book of Oa.
All right, so the Book of Oa is our speculation and news kind of section here. All of it's pretty much speculation. I think the only news that's out there right now is Aaron Pierre is confirmed for Man of Tomorrow as Jon Stewart.
Yep.
So, and I do believe Guy Gardner is as well.
I think so as well, yes. But I mean, I'd have to look that up, but I thought everyone was returning from Superman is going to be in Man of Tomorrow.
So they're just adding in, a Brainiac. They're adding in Aaron Pierre. I think they were adding somebody else. They're adding a few people.
I mean, they're fully adding in Supergirl into the cast.
Yes, Guy Gardner is in Man of Tomorrow as well. Thank you, Green Lantern Podcast. Woohoo! In our chat. Way to be on the chat, Kyle.
Because it didn't show up.
Oh, it didn't show up? Oh, that's no fun. It showed up in mine. Oh, it's a YouTube comment. So
that's why.
Wah. Well, that's okay because I have it right here on my screen because I moved the chat to the right side of the screen. Yeah, so good. So Guy Gardner, we may get some Guy Gardner, Jon Stewart shenanigans, which I'd love to see. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're ever going to be able to do all the Earthbound GLs. I mean, you can't. It's a little crazy now, the fact that there's Hal. When it was just Hal, John, Guy, and Kyle, I was like, okay. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's a little much. Then you added Simon. I was like, oh, okay, he's a decent character. Jessica, really? Okay. Joe, what? No, it's like, it just, I'm like, okay, we got 7 out of 3,600 or 7,200, whichever version you.
I know.
We are 1% of the core.
There's supposed to be 2 lanterns to each sector.
and to say nothing
Earth
of
has
Charlie.
7.
What the heck was his name? Was it Charlie Vickers?
Is he supposed to be the other?
No, this was in like the 70s. There was another human GL, but he was assigned to another sector because Hal was here. And I think his name was Charlie Vickers. This is going way, I mean, we're talking, like, I think even before Hard Traveling Heroes, we're talking that far back. But I'm kind of like, well, if you count him, that's 7.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a lot of humans. We got nobody else.
It is, and then you have John's sister, who is a construct.
But
adding in.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot Kid Lantern there, whatever the heck her name is. She wears like the gauntlet. Like we got like 900 lanterns from Earth running around. I don't think they could do those.
No, not yet.
Maybe like Charlie Vickers played a Green Lantern on TV and then became an actual Green Lantern, like in real life. Like, are Green Lantern podcast, are you telling us something? Are these real? And if they're not real, I mean, if you're not sure, we need talk because these are, in the words of Kevin Smith, fictional characters. Oh, this is good, but no, I love it. I do kind of want to see it. They've also talked about Kyle. A lot of the talk has been like, hey, at the end of this, what if they bring Kyle? I'm for it. Well, in the comics, he says, "Okay, I'm for Kyle. I love Kyle.
I'm for a season 2 tease. Of Kyle.
Yes,
but I don't know how that would work.
I don't think it does.
If they go the route of how Kyle is introduced in the comics that way, or just hey, Kyle is here. He's an
Right.
artist. He's a
And do
friend
they
of
make him a
John's.
teen lantern? Is it? Are they going to give us a Gen Z lantern for John to kind of pal around with? And the fact
God,
that Guy is
no.
there, I don't think they can. And here's the thing. I mean, this is the other thing I've got on the list here. It's like we talked about how do they? We should talk about, is there a season 2? What are they going to do? We haven't seen the end of this yet.
They have a season 2 writers
Plan?
room already. Yeah,
Really? Okay.
just just in case sort of thing. It's like, okay, rather them have that room ready. They have plans. I'm
Yeah.
sure. I don't know. Probably not, because I would have heard that a season 2 has already been greenlit. But
Yeah.
they
I
have the
don't think it
writers
has.
ready.
They're not Paramount yet, sir. Oh, Starfleet Academy. We're just going to make a season 2. Oh.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
But
we're
I
going to
mean,
have a
they did
season
that-
2 for a show that's dying. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
And I mean,
but they did that. But they did that with Strange New Worlds. They got up
They
to
did.
season 5.
And listen,
So-
we could talk Star Trek at some point too, but
Because
I'm
there
struggling
is
with this year's
crossover with
Strange-
Green Lantern.
I'm struggling with Strange New Worlds this season. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
And I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
I loved last week's episode, and I loved the week before's. The horror-based episode
I'm just missing
with the Griffin.
I miss
that was
Trek being
great.
Trek. And again, it's white beard. I admit it.
Yeah.
I have a white beard. I'm yucking old, man. I get it. But I miss Trek being Trek. Like, when are you gonna go explore? When are you gonna discover a strange new world? I mean, you discover strange new worlds, but they're always on your ship. What's up with that?
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, season 2 is an interesting thought, but it also brings up the question, because it is being asked because of Supergirl. DC Universe
It is.
overall. Like, I mean,
The
there's already
creature
talk that because, and let's be honest, we'll call a spade a spade. Supergirl failed. I don't think
Supergirl
you say,
failed.
there's no
It
saving
was-
that.
It was a good. It was a good movie. I enjoyed the
It was
movie.
decent. It was not a good movie. If it didn't have Supergirl in it, I would have hated it. And that's how I
Right.
define a good super movie. Like, I love Guardians of the Galaxy because if you take them all out, and in fact, they were out of the Marvel Universe, really. You take all the Marvel stuff out, still a good movie. Superman, you take Superman out, that's a harder sell. But Supergirl, you take Supergirl out of that movie, and it doesn't even get direct to video, is my thinking. They chose a story by Tom King, who is a controversial writer for everyone that was born before the year 2010. A lot of younger Gen Alpha and Gen Zs like Tom King. Anyone older, and again, I am speaking in generalities, folks. Please understand this. But again, I have a white beard. We do that. For the most part, people that appreciate Tom King who are younger. They like kind of this is like a generation of deconstruction. So Tom King, that's really what he does well. He deconstructs whatever. He did Batman. He deconstructed the hell out of that. You killed Alfred, for God's sake. The Identity Crisis, deconstructed everything and made Wally just, I never want to talk about that again.
Identity or Heroes in Crisis?
Heroes in Crisis, I mean, yeah. Identity Crisis, oh, that's great. Mr. Miracle was pretty good. Vision was pretty good. But again, he deconstructed Vision. He's a deconstructionist writer. Supergirl, that book, I read the book now because I have DC Infinite.
I read the book
love
too.
it. And again, it's pretty faithful. It's a decent story, but it doesn't feel like Supergirl is in it. It feels but again, the character I hear in my head comes from 1985 when she told Dr. Light to get the hell out of there before she sacrificed herself. And then, when they brought her back in the later, after Infinite Crisis or whatever, or the Batman and Superman, where they kind of brought her back, that Kara Zor-El and the character she was pre-New 52. And then New 52, they didn't know what the hell to do with her. And then Tom King does this book. And like I said, that movie was not a good movie. I think it was decent. But I think that's the problem, is I think you can't have a decent movie right now. You can't afford a whiff. You restarted a IP that hadn't been dead yet it was dead less than a year between some of the movies. Like Aquaman 2, and I think it was 2 years between Aquaman 2 and Superman. I think that Aquaman 2 was the last one.
It was.
You can't.
Or was it The Flash?
Oh, it might have been The Flash, yeah. And The Flash is one of those movies that I have watched again and rewatch. I'm appreciating it a little more, and I look at it and go, if I tell myself it's not Barry Allen, but a Bart Allen, that movie is infinitely better for me. Mm-hmm. So I'm literally, every time I hear Barry, I've managed to Pavlovian response myself to think it's Bart. But, and again, if you look at it like that, you're like, well, this movie's all right, man. This is Bart. Bart's an idiot. He's going to do stupid stuff like that. Yeah. That being said, you can't afford a whiff. And I think Supergirl was a whiff. I really do. And that's what I'm worried about with Lanterns. I don't want Lanterns to whiff, because if Lanterns whiffs, I think DC's done. I think they got it. I think they'll do Man of Tomorrow, and then Warner Brothers is going to sell to either Netflix or Paramount, and Paramount is going to be, they're going to put the kibosh on it. They're going to be like, we've
got inside the DCU right now, we've got Creature Commandos, which was
good,
which was great. We've got Superman, and then we've got Supergirl that didn't perform to expectations. Right. Okay, two out of the three.
Did. Season 2 of Peacemaker was great.
Yeah, so 3 out of the 4 so far are great. We've got Lanterns, Clayface, and Man of Tomorrow currently in production, post-production. So I have 1 out of 3 so far. To me,
you can't count Creature Commandos. I don't think it was a niche HBO
but it's
cartoon. It's part of it, and it was somewhat successful, but it was a bit. It's not. When I say that, like, movies cannot be the day of us getting, Star Trek. We'll look at Star Trek Beyond. Okay, like, as far as Star Trek goes, that's a great effing Star Trek movie. It has everything you want. It's got a real moral center. It's high science fiction. It's got action, which they need for the movies, but it's got also a lot of the pathos and the drama of Star Trek. For me, it's the best out of the 3, probably. Like, I looked at that movie, I'm like, this movie's great. I want to see more. And they're like, we're not doing it because it didn't make any money.
Yeah.
You can't count Creature Commandos. Really, at the end of the day, a movie has to appeal to such a broad audience and I think that's what happened. I think by trying to shoehorn Lobo in, like he's some sort of Spider-Man 3 villain, not doing him right.
That was a problem with it, I think. Them putting in Lobo should have waited for Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if you do that. You know what? You know where they should have put Lobo? Lanterns. Have him show up on Earth to bounty hunt. That is where you introduce Lobo. Because he's a cosmic villain. Well, anti-hero, whatever. Like, and oh my gosh, the modern version of Lobo was really reintroduced in Justice League America, Justice League International, when they went out looking, I forget what they were going. Oh, they were going to look for Magna Khan, which some of those stories are so good. But they run into Lobo because he's hired to stop them. And Lobo hits Guy Gardner so hard that he goes from being sweet and lovable guy to back to being asshole guy. And they introduced him. So I'm like, why in the world are you introducing Lobo here? Put Lobo in, just put Lobo in Lanterns and have him I would have loved it if they had him hit Guy Gardner and maybe Guy Gardner turned sweet for like an episode. I don't know. I don't know the answer, yes. Okay. Green Lantern Podcast is also saying they are also doing the Jimmy Olsen and Gorilla Garage show. I was unaware of that. Green Lantern Podcast, is that a cartoon or is that live action? And if only there was like this source of information available to me at my fingertips right here. So this is some great broadcasting here, folks. You definitely don't want to miss this. But like legit, I think DCU needs a win. We need Lanterns to kind of hit. I really can't say that enough. And I'm hoping that's what happens. And let's see, Gorilla Grodd. Oh, it is live action? No kidding. Oh, it's an HBO Max comedy series. Okay. Okay. I'm all right. So Green Lantern Podcast was telling us here, Kyle. For those of you in the audio, Kyle stood up for a minute and had to walk away, and I was carrying us on our own. But if you're only watching the audio, you wouldn't have known that because it wouldn't have been quiet. No. Anyway, they're making a Jimmy Olsen Gorilla Garage show. So,
Yes.
and it's supposed to be a comedy. Okay, I'm down for it. Like, you want that guy to be comedic.
Yeah. Also, Gorilla Grodd being in there is.
I don't know that
interesting
Gorilla
because
Grodd
he's a
is what
Flash
you do.
villain.
Yeah, and I don't know that Gorilla Grodd being comedic. I don't know how I feel about that because, God, he's such a good Flash villain.
Yeah.
But they'll never do him as a Flash villain because if you're doing the Flash, you're going to do probably Reverse Flash at some point, probably the first one, and then you're going to do the Rogues. You're going to do Cold, Heat, Mirror, Ice,
Golden Glider.
all you're going to do the Rogues, and you should do the Rogues. So yeah, I think though DC Universe needs this to win. They need this win. This needs to hit because of Supergirl. And if not, I mean, at what point do you think they chuck it? And I don't want them to chuck it.
They would probably chuck it after Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I think if Man of Tomorrow doesn't hit, and maybe that's it too. I think Man of Tomorrow really has to hit. It's got a chance. The fact that Marvel's not throwing another Marvel film after Doomsday for a year, I'm kind of down with that. You got an opportunity here because, and even Marvel realizes. I think Marvel realizes they done effed up.
They did too much too fast.
Yeah. I don't know that they did too much too fast. I think what they needed to do was after Endgame, you have the Spidey flicks, because both of those were fantastic. But you kind of let it sit and you let it kind of percolate, and especially if you're going to do the TV shows. Yeah, too many TV shows is what they did. WandaVision was fantastic. Still, to this day, probably the best Marvel TV show out there. Falcon and Winter Soldier was pretty good.
I love Falcon and Winter Soldier.
The rest of them were hot dog crap. I mean, just She-Hulk was so hard to get through. Oh, Loki. Yeah, Loki season 1
Loki was great.
Yeah.
She-Hulk was hard, and that might just be me as a guy or us as a guy.
No.
Saying it, but I was not familiar.
I love Jennifer Walters. I love She-Hulk.
Jennifer Walters and
I love John Byrne.
And her fourth wall.
I think John Byrne's She-Hulk was great. I don't think they ever caught the tone that they needed for that. I think they wanted to do Boston Legal, but but with fourth wall breaks, which Boston Legal did better, and and superhero stuff. And I really just don't think they hit it. But that's not this show. This is Lantern. Yeah. So yeah. Again, we'll see what's happening next week. We'll have some more here, but I think that's a good book of Oa. And why don't we go ahead and hit the JLA mail signal device here?
Time to read mail with the Justice League signal device.
All right, Justice League signal device. This is where we read your mail and your comments. Problem is, we've been off the air here, so nothing's
we did
relative.
Have one. We did have one.
We have one?
Yeah. I put out an Instagram post a little while ago.
Take her away, toys. I mean, take her away.
Yeah,
boys.
it was.
Do what the kid says.
Do you have any questions? Sheriff 21 asked biggest concerns relating to the Lanterns HBO show, which we kind of did cover a little bit.
It's too grounded. There. Yeah. To answer your questions, I think it's going to be too grounded. I think you don't do Green Lantern grounded. I think we saw some of that. I think that was part of the problem with Ryan Reynolds too. I thought they should have spent a lot more time in space.
Yes.
And that's just it. I think a Justice League movie with Ryan Reynolds would have been based on Earth and would have given us that fix. And that's what I'm concerned about here is that we're grounded. We're walking between towns. You have a ruckin' thing, man. Like put him in the bubble. Actually, you should have that joke. That's a joke. You put him in the bubble. He's like, don't put me in the bubble. But just my thought. That's the only concern. And like I said, I think in the light of the Supergirl failure, that Lanterns has a lot more need to really hit.
Mhm.
Not just medium hit. I think this is going to medium hit because I think there's enough Green Lantern fans out there that we're all going to watch at least the first couple of episodes. This needs to hit. This needs to generate buzz. It'll never be Sopranos buzz. I know it's HBO. It's never Game of Thrones buzz. But it needs to develop a buzz. It needs to develop something outside of our fandom, or we're going to have problems. We really will.
I went over to my friend's house yesterday, time of this recording. We watched the finale for season 3 of House of Dragon, and before was the Lanterns trailer. And I told my friend, do not skip this. We're watching this.
Right.
So I got them
Good.
at least
Hooked.
No, well, not hooked, but known that this
Right.
is a show that's coming out and everything.
And I
so
might record. I mean, nothing says you and I can't record live our reactions while we're watching it too, and put those up as reels on the YouTube. So,
yeah,
because stuff like that. But yeah, I'm looking for. Listen, man, I've been a Green Lantern fan since I was like 8. Okay, I cut up styrofoam rings because Hal's was white in the Super Friends. Like I am a Green Lantern guy and have been. The fact that we're seeing him on TV in a series of not is it 9 or 10? It's 9 episodes, right?
it's 8 episodes.
8 episodes.
It is 8 episodes from August 16th through October 4th.
Yeah. So the fact that we're getting Green Lantern on TV, it's why I went to the opening night of Superman. I'm like, I am going to support this movie because Green Lantern's in it. It's why I went to Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern, even though I saw the trailers. I knew what I was in for. I'm going to show up, and I'm going to show up here. So if you're a Green Lantern fan, you got to show up, and it may not be our jam. And again, I have white hair, guys. I'm 52 years old. I'm not the voice of a generation anymore. Well, I am a voice of a generation. The problem is it's Gen X, and nobody gives a real crap, and we don't really give a crap that you don't. So
Yeah.
I'm good. But I'm going to see Green Lantern on my TV, man. I'm going to watch a Green Lantern show. I'm in. That was my idea. Let's do Lantern's TV talk because, why not? We certainly aren't doing Legends anymore. No. But I am rewatching that.
Dude,
by the way.
I watched some clips of like the first like few seasons of it, and I'm like, I really miss like the first 5 seasons of Legends.
Oh yeah,
6 and 7 when
7 was hot dog ass, man.
When we stopped, I was like,
we stopped on the right time.
What happened? Yeah,
we stopped at the right time. Every once in a while, Voodoo has a sale on it, and I'm like, the other day I think I saw it for like 20, and I was still like, it's still a little bit much.
it's still
Don't
a
get me
bit
wrong.
too much.
Don't get me wrong. I'll sell the high seas, man. I'm all about the high seas now. I'm loving the high seas because I believe if we don't own it, if you could pull it out of my Voodoo library, I should be allowed to get it somewhere else. But that's just me. All right. Well, that's
but also
our
that's why
signal device.
physical media is better.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the thing, guys. That was our signal device. Kyle did some bit. I actually only had in our show notes that it's been too long. So listen, email us, podcast@lanternstvtalk.com. Come to our Discord, discord.lanternstvtalk.com. We're in it. Right now, we're the only ones in it. And feel free even to leave video comments. But the best thing you can do as well, share this show, man. Please share it out with your friends. You know what? Give us advice. We're not broadcasting connoisseurs. We're amateurs. We admit it. I mean, between the two of us, I've got 4 years of radio, and we did a podcast for 5 seasons, and I did at least 4 seasons. We've probably got a good 15 years between the two of us of podcast experience, but ain't none of us been paid. So none of us are Joe Rogan. So,
No,
share us out,
we are
man,
doing
but give us
this. We're
advice.
doing this all because we're fans of the property,
Exactly.
and that's what it boils down to.
So with that, I think that's a good place. We're a little over even, but why don't we go ahead and, head on out to the Oath, man? So, do I not have an oath bumper?
I don't.
I think we said this the last time. I need an oath bumper.
We've had a year to do this.
We've had a year to make an oath bumper. I'll have to make an oath bumper. All right. So, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go take the oath. But before we take the oath, we want to remind you how to find us while we're out and about in our individual sectors. You can join the conversation, as I said, on our Discord. Open up your internet browser. You can go right to discord.lanternstvtalk.com and join the discussions. And you have to use your browser. If you use Discord, it isn't going to find it because I totally cheated and made up I work in IT, so I made it up so that forwards to the right invitation. So discord.lanternstvtalk.com from your browser. As we said earlier as well, you can also email us at podcast@lanternstvtalk.com. If you want to email us individually, Will at LanternsTVTalk. I think Kyle, yours also gets forwarded. So Kyle at LanternsTVTalk. If he doesn't respond back, it's because I screwed something up. So you can also find me streaming out on Twitch occasionally. I was doing Marvel Snap, but again, they started going the Magic route, and I was like, well, I prefer having cash. But I do still occasionally, I still play Star Wars Galaxies every once in a while. I still stream Fancraft every once in a while. I wasn't kidding. I started putting together a whole setup for Farming Simulator because we're having such a good time on the server, and I got a dedicated server, so why not? So check it out. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/oldmangamerny.
You can follow me on Instagram at KyleKraus89. That's where I am. That's where I
That's where you
am.
Instagram. So you're a millennial. I'm in Facebook because I'm a Gen X. None of us. I mean, we have TikToks. I think we even have a Lanterns TikTok.
We do have a Lanterns TikTok.
Should we do a dance video for Lanterns TikTok? Here's the thing. All right, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you what. No. This is engagement, my friend. All right, if I could get, we'll say 1,000 views on episode 4 here on YouTube of Lanterns TV Talk, Kyle and I will figure out some way, even though we're geographically different. We may not be together, obviously. We're geographically different. But we will put up some sort of TikTok stupid dance video. And if you've ever wanted to see a fat old man dance, I'm your Huckleberry. So give us 1,000 views and likes on Lanterns TV Talk episode 4, and we'll make this happen. What was the Insta handle? What's your Insta handle, Kyle?
My Instagram handle is at KyleKraus89. You can also follow us.
Hold on. Krause
Lanterns.
is Krause. Understand that it reads like Kraus. So
yes, because I am German.
Yes.
Along with some other sources, the primary music for our show is provided by our good friend Charlie Bach. You can find more of his music at soundcloud.com/Charlie Bach.
Okay, so for Kyle. Oh, wow, I hit that too soon. We'll try this again. Take 2. So for Kyle, this is Will saying we'll see you next time as we review let's take that again.
Third time.
Anachronism. You still can't say
Anachronism.
that.
Anachronism. Anachronism.
Sorry, that's an old pull. Anachronism and what was it? Oh, I forget what the other word was. But you had a word you just could not say.
Anachronism. It's like season 3 of.
Yeah, Legends. All right.
Yeah.
So let's try this again. Take 3. All right. Hold on. Rubber baby boogie bumper. Okay. So for Kyle, this is Will saying we'll see you next time as we review episode 1 of Lanterns. Be here Monday live at 7 p.m. to watch recording or get the podcast on your podcatcher of choice, hopefully Tuesday morning. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you soon. And I still don't have an outro word yet, but I'll have something next time.
In brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
And stop. All
right.
I do think for the oath for the bump,
Yes.
it should be Kyle Chandler saying the oath.
Oh, interesting thought. Can we do that? Are we going to be in any HBO?
I mean, if you can raise it or lower the pitch.
Oh, I could do
a bit.
anything. How do you think we? Guy Gardner's Warriors was. I found a AI and had him say that, and then I played with the
Yeah.
pitch.
So
that
if,
we
I
don't
mean,
get
but
in
if you
trouble.
if you could like lower or higher the pitch, that would probably stop it. I mean, it's not Return
You
of the
said
Mac.
would. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I could try to find that. We
Which
can make
what
something.
did I have?
Yeah.
What did I see recently? This is post show stuff.
Right. Welcome to the post show. Post show.
I had oh yeah. Barack Obama shares his 2026 summer playlist, and it's all just Return of the Mac.
Is it really? That's freaking beautiful.
It's all just Return of the Mac. And every time I hear Return of the Mac, I'm just like, oh, we're gonna get hit with a copyright strike.
Yeah, every single time. Did I put the Dropbox in here? How'd you used to get me the files?
It was a
Or
Dropbox,
was it a
I
OneDrive?
thought, or was it Google Drive?
Might have been Google
It was
Drive.
Google Drive. So let
Let me see if
take
it's still there.
Take a gander at the
Drive.google.com.
store, at the Modern store, not Google Driver.
Google Lanterns TV Talk. Yeah, it's been so long since we've done this. So what we do,
Yeah.
guys, to pull back the curtain, Kyle records his audio on his end. Oh, I could stop recording. Well, no, I can
Well,
keep the. I don't
shared
think I
with me.
recorded the video. Shit.
Yeah,
I forgot to
there we
record
go.
video on this side.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna take the YouTube. I can grab that.
Yeah.
And I'll edit it later because I do like to take out the beginning parts and stuff. Okay. Show
Dave?
uploads.
Shoot. Oh,
Oh, there it
How
is.
did
Yeah.
I-
Okay. So there is a link. I have a link
Yeah.
here. I can
Yeah.
send
It's
to
show
you.
uploads. Show.
I
yeah,
have your
think we're gonna
episode
do
3 in here, which I should delete because we don't
Yeah.
think we need it anymore. Yeah.
No, but now I got to remember.
So you
how
have
to
the access to it still?
Export. Yep. Export audio
Okay. Good.
on your computer.
So Kyle records on his end. I record using Mixpad on mine, which lets me do 2 channels at once since I have the Stream Deck that records our sound effects and the bumps. So everything, and then I mix them together so that we have a good audio. And then I also tend to take the video and kind of play around with it a bit too. So yeah, it's going to be a fun week. I'm going to export the whole project as MP3. Legends episode. What is this, episode 4? Yeah.
This is episode 4. If Lanterns podcast is still in the show, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, dude, Lanterns podcast, first of all. Yeah, the coolest thing about podcasts is 9 times out of 10, most people aren't dicks. And by that, I mean, you could get, I saw it when I was doing the magic stuff. There were some guys out there who were doing magic content and were like, they wouldn't help anybody else out. And I was like, as we got bigger with because Planestalkers was a name for a while.
Yeah.
You know, I never turned anyone down. In fact, I think I tried to come up with a network. I grabbed another show. We had another show that was a sister show for a while. Like, I'm like,
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
remember
help
that.
each other. Yeah, I'm still hanging out. Yeah, like you gotta be
Oh, there it is.
cool. You can't be a dick. Really, it's
Yeah.
just how the word is. Yeah, I just don't like people that are, there's enough ears for everybody, and podcasting is totally, just completely saturated at this point anyway by people who get paid to do this. Then I'm certainly not going to begrudge anybody who's making another Lanterns podcast. In fact, I'd love to work together. Hell, let's roundtable. Like,
Yeah,
Lanterns
I would-
podcast,
I would-
if you know any more and if we get big enough, I understand we might be the small guppy right now. Like, dude, I'll sit, or we'll send Kyle because he talks less. I'll sit there, I'll sit in a round table, man. Or Kyle would too. And
Yeah.
love to just kind of kibitz, man. I'm good. That was part I really liked about when we were working, when we were doing Legends TV Talk and Flash, and we had that network kind of going, and we had those shows where it was kind of Supergirl, us, Flash TV, like all of us in a room together, kind of like just talking about DC shows. That was fun.
That was a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Those
those are
10
still-
years, those 10 years of the TV Talk era were great.
We had a blast. I mean, it was fun. It was, at the end of the day, it was, I loved sitting third seat to you and Bell. I was like, I'm just going to say stupid comments and hope people laugh.
Yeah.
That's third seat is kind of, I still love sitting third. Okay. Did you put yours up there yet?
mine is already in there. I'm just making
Yay,
sure.
downloading now. I'm going to start grabbing it
Okay.
so that I can put it in and I'll make an audio file. But I think we're at a good spot. I'm pretty sure my wife's going to be like, where is he? Because this is kind of cool. It's like I'm down here in the bunker. I'm not in the RV. So we have a house. The house is on the land. So
Yeah.
I can come over here. You know, like when this winter, when the pipes froze and they freeze, or when the tanks froze, and let me tell you, when the tanks freeze, man. And when I say tanks, I mean not just the freshwater tank. No. The
All
other
tanks.
tank. Yeah, having to deal with that was not something I was prepared for. I was like, wait, poop freezes? What? So, it was like I said, living in an RV in the winter in the Northeast. It's on hard mode, but it's cool, man. I'm loving it. I wouldn't change a thing. My wife and I are blissfully happy, and eventually we're gonna get out of here. Like, eventually I'll get a truck that can pull my home because I bought a nice fifth wheel.
Nice.
Problem is I don't got a truck that can tow it. I have an F-150, which is great. It's a half ton. It's freaking a monster, and I love my truck. I think I said this last year. I'm a truck guy now. I'm a truck guy. I have cowboy hat. I'm full on going down the road, man. But man, I love it. But yeah. So why don't we go ahead? Hey, Green Lantern, thanks for hanging out with us podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
Green Lantern podcast, not Green Lantern himself. Again, fictional characters. But thanks for hanging with us, brother. I really appreciate it. You know what, dude? And if you want to ever sit third chair, we can make that work too. And you can advertise your show. I'd be glad to host anything. So, or sit with you, what have you. But we'll be back next Monday, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you dug the live stream here. We'll edit this. So what happens is the live stream stays in the live folder. I'll take this live stream, I'll download it, I'll edit it, so that it sounds good. I'll put the little intro video we created on it, and then, send that to the YouTubes as an actual, video. So, so if you want, you can choose your flavor, man. But we thank you guys for hanging with us. Thanks for watching. Again, Green Lantern, if you're watching this tape delayed, time delayed, thanks for chalking us out as well. Please hit the like, follow, and subscribe. Or is that what is YouTube? Is it like, follow, and subscribe? Yeah, something like that.
Just hit that bell.
Hit that bell.
Subscribe.
Bang on that bell, man. Not bell.
Don't
hang up.
hit bell.
Don't be Bell. But
I hope
the
he's
other Bell.
doing well.
We got to reach out to Bell, man. Maybe we'll have Bell sit third seat some night. That'd be weird.
I'd love to have Bell.
I
Bell
would
on
too.
it.
We still
or
never
Bo.
did season 7 of Legends. I'm just saying.
We never did
We'd
season
have to
6.
watch season 7 of Legends.
We never did
but
season 6.
I thought we did like.
We did one episode of season 6, and then we're like, we can't put this out.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I was bored.
It was really a boring season. Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as they turned Constantine not into Constantine, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have loved to see Booster Gold and what they did at the end.
Well, now he's a doctor again. They made him a doctor again. It's okay. Because, by the way, I fucking love the new Scrubs. I haven't
watched. I haven't watched it.
If you like the old one, you got to watch it. It's
Yeah.
It's decent. It has the flavor. It's as far as reboot or continuations. I don't think it's a reboot, but it's not a reimagining. It's kind of
it's a continuation.
Yeah, it's a continuation. As far as these continuation series go, I think the only ones that ever really nailed it well were probably Will and Grace. Their couple of seasons was pretty good. Scrubs. This new Scrub one is pretty good. Frasier's first return season was pretty good.
Yeah.
But then it got sideways. And what Scrubs has done right is they balance in, like, Cox isn't in every episode, which is a problem for me. But they balanced in bringing those guys in.
But I did see why Cox isn't in why he isn't in every episode.
Well, because when you got McGinley, yeah. So, all right, guys, thanks a lot. We're gonna go ahead and stop the stream here. Have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.